Hello, welcome to my kitchen. I'm Claire. So I normally do a once a month massive grocery shop, and by groceries I mean food, I mean household items, things like that. However, our life has changed recently. My oldest has now started school, and what I'm finding is that isn't working for us anymore, actually. I'm having to go back to the shop every single week because I need things for packed lunches, or I need or there's a bake sale, or there's something that I need something specific for. So I'm going to switch things up. I'm going to go back to doing a weekly shop and sharing it with you guys. I'll put the prices up on screen and I will tell you how much in total I spent on absolutely everything that we got. So you can tell me whether or not you think I've been ripped off or whether we've got some bargains. Now, in line with going back to these once a week grocery shops, the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to start meal planning again more. Normally, I just kind of wing it. I try meal planning. It never really works for me because my brain just isn't wired that way. I'm a scattergram person. So I do want to try and get a little bit better at that. So with that in mind, what I'm going to try to do is every week when I do the weekly shop, I will buy one sort of, let's call it a premium, slightly more pricey item. So that's normally the meat, isn't it? And around that, I will try and create a meal where I have leftovers, or I can do a freezer meal, or something that I've got a ready-made meal that I can then put in my now clean and empty freezer. So just to make my life easier in the coming weeks, so I can just grab it and go. And it'll give us a bit of variety. If I'm doing an extra meal every week, then it means that over time I will build up lots of extras in rotation and we're not repeating things too often. So for example, this week I bought some mince and I'm going to make a huge batch of spaghetti. Some can go in the freezer, and a couple of cottage pies. One of those can go in the freezer. Right, anyway, enough chit chat. Let's get to what I bought from Lidl and B&M this week. Yes, let's see. From B&M, I just picked up a couple of things. Did I need these? No, but I thought they were cute and they were £1 and my kids will enjoy them, so I'm gonna get those washed. I am having a hell of a time at the moment with school uniforms. I would like to find whoever decided that all school uniforms needed to include a white shirt and give them a little around the back of the head, because yep, so there we go. Stain remover, vanish oxy-action, whatever. And this is because my toddler has regressed and my house smells of wee. It's great. There's no getting around it. Okay. Hello, Morpheus. What are you doing? You having a good day? You tell us about it. Good lad. And then here's most of the stuff I got from Lidl. I'll do a clip at the end with the fridge and freezer stuff. I got 2 bags of apples, which, as you can see, have already been got at. These are just the Royal Gala apples. A bag of carrots. Always need tuna in this house, and I like to keep a few tins in, so I did get that. That's not been got at already. I just dropped it on the way out from the car. This is roughly half the amount of bananas I did buy, because again, they have been got at. Celery, always needed. We do have peaches and custard for pudding probably once a week because my kids really enjoy it and it's easy. So I got another tin of peaches, a couple of tins of baked beans. These aren't my favourite, I prefer the Aldi ones, but I was at Lidl on this day, so there we go. If I'm going to be making a load of bolognese, I'm going to need a load of chopped tomatoes. There you go. Coffee, always necessary. Never ever, please, don't do it to yourself. Get the non-gold one, the sort of cheapest cheap version they have. It tastes like you're licking a freshly tarmacked road. It's bleh. But that stuff's quite nice, actually. Honey nut flakes. Kids need food. Just for people's breakfasts, as and when required. Little treats for people. Potato hoops. They're essentially hula hoops, aren't they? But not. And this washing powder. I'm down to my last tub, so I always like to make sure I have a back stock in. Sandwiches and whatnot for people's lunch. My toddler takes a packed lunch to nursery with her because the amount they charge for a cooked lunch is not ideal. So I do use that. And then we've got some broccoli here. Obviously, broccoli. Custard creams. I'm finding I'm entering an era where people keep popping round for a cup of tea and a biscuit, and I very rarely have biscuits in. So there you go. Now I have biscuits in. Coming up to cold and flu season, although I'm trying to get everyone vaccinated. So picked up some cold and flu capsules, just some cheapy shampoo for me and Ed, and some bubble bath for the kids as well. Got some satsumas. These have already been cut at as well. Oh my days. And red gem lettuce. That's mostly for the tortoise, if I'm honest. Some seedless grapes. They'll go in people's lunches and whatnot. And I did also grab these crumpets, and they've definitely been got at. There's only one left, but that was people's lunch for the day. Bit of a nice treat. I think next week I might get them some croissants. Let's see. Right, so I need to get these in the fridge. I bought 2 packs of these yogurts. Why 2 packs? Because I've been taken to doing this. If I had one to hand, that would have been more professional of me. These little ice lolly maker holder things, you put it in a mould. I make them all the time for my kids, and they really like frozen yogurt, and it's the perfect size for a little treat. So there we go, yogurts. Cabanos, we love Cabanos. They'll be gone by the end of today, I'm sure. Butter, I'm always baking. Sausage rolls, toddler pack lunches for nursery. Sometimes she doesn't want a sandwich. I try and mix it up and give her some variety. This is my big purchase for the week. I've got plans to today make a couple of cottage pies, one for the freezer, and then tomorrow I'm going to make, words are hard today, spaghetti bolognese. I like beef and pork mince combined. I personally think it's tastier than either of them by themselves, so that's why I picked up this one. Oh, and toilet paper, because there are 4 of us in this house. We need a lot. So in Lidl I spent £56.99, and I think I spent £14.42 in B&M, so 70 some. So it was £71.41. Yes. Overall, which wasn't too bad. And actually I did this shop yesterday, but life got away from me yesterday. So I can tell you, I've already made the bolognese. We had some of it for dinner last night. My husband's taken some of it to work today, and then we've got this large amount which is about to go in the freezer. Today will be cottage pie, and then I have other stuff in the freezers, like I'm going to make a campfire stew. I've got a gammon joint at some point during the week in the slow cooker. I've got various bits and bobs, so that should be us. I think we should be okay. Yes. Right, there we go. Let me know if you picked up anything exciting this week. If you could, please do things like and subscribe. I would appreciate that, and you take care. Bye bye.